If you've been snacking on these fruits and just adding it to your drinks and smoothies, that's really good and healthy. But I'm about to show you something else you can do with this super healthy fruit that's packed with nutrients, fiber, and antioxidants. Dates are in abundance in Nigeria and they are cheap too. So if you live in Lagos, for instance, you can get a Derica for as low as 700 naira. Usually you find them with the houses who sell dried dates, they sell tiger nuts and things like that. Hello everyone, my name is Remy and you're welcome to my channel. To get started with making date syrup, I am going to take out the pit from each of the date. I will use a knife carefully to do this. If the dates are drier than this, you may want to smash with maybe a pestle to help you break it. But they are not very dry, so it's easy for me to slice with a knife and take out the pit. One reason I like to do this at this stage is because it is less messy and you will be able to see if any of the dates has been infested with by insects. So you can sometimes you can find some particles inside, maybe from the insect or something, so you can easily take it out, or if it is so bad you can just trash. If I don't do it now and decide to wait until after I have soaked the date, it will be messy, to be sticky and all of I don't want that mess, so I think it's best to take it out at this stage. And there goes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can find something like this inside some of the dates, and if you have soaked before taking out the pit, there's no way you're going to see this because everything is just going to become so soft and you will not even see it. Again, please be careful when you're using a knife, especially if the dates are dry, very dry. I suggest that you use something to smash the date so that you're able to break and then take out the pit. If you're watching this video now or you are just stumbling on my channel for the first time, I hope that you will subscribe and join us here. I have loads of amazing recipes to share with you. I do have fantastic recipes on my channel already, and I also share very useful kitchen tips and tricks to help with your cooking. So it is never going to be a dull moment here. Consider subscribing and do like this video if you like it after watching. I'm done taking out the pits from all the dates now. These are the seeds. I don't know what I can use them for, so I'm just going to discard and proceed to give these a thorough wash. I'm going to wash these twice to make sure that I get out possible dirt and some of those particles that were stuck inside some of the dates. I consider date syrup to be one of the cheapest healthy sweeteners you can make at home. Or maybe the cheapest, in fact, because this is really cheap. I bought one Derica for 700 naira. The last time it was 600, but as you know now, in Nigeria, everything keeps increasing by the day. So this is 700 naira worth of dates, and you will not believe how much date syrup I got from this at the end of the day. I have rinsed this twice, and I'm now transferring into a saucepan. I'm now pouring some very hot water over the dates to soak and soften them. Just enough to cover the dates, and then I'll cover the saucepan and let it sit for at least 4 to 5 hours. Some 5 hours later, the dates are very soft, and as you can see, they're starting to release some of the juice or the sweetness into the water. I will not trash the water. This is why it is very important to take out everything that you want to take out, the pit, dirt, before you soak, because you don't want to discard the water after this time. And as you just saw, I mashed them and they're just very completely soft. So I'm going to transfer into a blender and blend until very smooth using the same water I used in soaking the dates. I will blend this in 3 batches. The quantity of syrup I got from this amount of dates lasts my family for as long as 2 to 3 months. And I think that's quite some time compared to when you have to buy sugar or even honey, which is really expensive now. And date syrup is healthy too. So if you try this recipe, you are going to love it and it's going to make you forget totally about sugar. So I just rinsed out the blender and then I added some more water to the puree. I have given this a good mix, to help it become more runny. and then I'm going to use a cheesecloth to extract the juice. It's not too much, so I think I can pour everything in at once. If it was more than this, I'm going to have to do it like in 2 or 3 batches. Now let's get the juice out. The filtrate already feels like syrup. It is not runny like that. I don't know if you can see it. You'll see that it's not runny like water. It's like jelly, something like that. There's still a lot of juice in the cloth, so I'm trying to just squeeze out everything, and I am still going to rinse in water just to get out some more sweet liquid. At this stage, I think I have gotten out enough sweetness, so I'm going to squeeze out and really squeeze. And after I am done, this is what I have. I don't know anything I can use this for, so I'm just going to discard. Next, I'll place a saucepan on medium heat and pour the filtrate into the pan, and I will leave these to boil on medium heat. Everything cannot fit into the pan, but I can always fill up as the liquid boils and reduces in quantity. No need to cover the pan, just leave it open, because if you cover, it can boil over and mess up everywhere. As the liquid boils, you will notice that it starts to change color and it will get thicker. The quantity will also start to reduce, forming a nice syrup. From this point, it's just going to start getting thicker and thicker. And as you can see, even from the way it is boiling, you will see that it's starting to get really thick. And see, the quantity has drastically reduced because it has gotten thicker. I am just going to leave this to thicken just a little bit more and we will be done. It is now very thick to my taste. Now if you want it thicker, just leave it to boil for a bit more, and I will leave this to cool before I transfer into my containers. Please note that this syrup gets thicker when it cools, so you may want to consider turning off the heat just before it reaches your desired thickness. I'm transferring into this jar and also showing you how thick and how good this looks. This keeps well in the refrigerator. The last one I made lasted for well over 2 months. I have filled that jar and this bottle, and I still have some left in the pan. I'm going to have to find another jar to contain this one. See how much syrup we got from just 1 derica of dates. Guys, you need to try this yourself. You are going to love it, and you can use this in any way that you also use your sugar. I like to use this for my oats. I use it for pap, for tea. I even use it for pancakes. It is that good. This is the last one I made, and I made it thicker, which is why the color is darker. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you do try this out, please feed me back. I would like to know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you have not. I will see you again with another fantastic video. Bye.